What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, FuturisticMike. Welcome back to another P-Valley video. Now, this is going to be the recap for P-Valley Season 2, Episode 1, titled Pussyland. If you're a fan of P-Valley, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so when I post videos on P-Valley, you get them. Now, this was a solid first episode, man. Solid premiere episode. I really enjoyed it. We had your boy Darnell from The Chi in the first episode. You know, the very first couple minutes, he was in it. A whole bunch of shit went down on murder night at the end of Season 1. You know, it caused them to almost lose the club. We seen Autumn, aka Haley, put up the money to buy the club back. But COVID is going on in this first episode. It's like 5 months after where we left off in Season 1. And it's just kind of crazy, man, because they can't really do much. So they made their own little way to make some money, man. They made this thing called Pussyland. It's like a car wash where you can get a hand job, you know, wax, detail, whatever. And there's the Mercedes experience, which is the most expensive. And of course, that's the Mercedes dance. The episode starts, we see some kid's birthday party. And this guy named Julian, who is portrayed by Rolando Boyce, like I said, your boy Darnell from The Chi, he decides he wants to leave. He said he's going to 7-Eleven or whatever. He sees this sign from Patrice, and it's a message from the Lord or whatever. And it's funny because somebody put "this bitch" on there. A lot of people don't like her, I guess. And then there's this sign, you know, guiding him towards the Pink, the car wash. And he's like, fuck it, man. Let me go to this car wash. And when he got in there, man, you know, he wanted the Mercedes experience and stuff, but he was surprised to see Uncle Clifford. My guy was getting ready to back up out of there, but Uncle Clifford said, look, don't run from it. And out of nowhere, these girls come out, they start dancing and stuff. His car is getting waxed. You know, he's getting these dances. We see Mercedes comes out, you know, she's riding on the pole and stuff. And we see your boy in the car, man, getting all excited and stuff. And then Uncle Clifford had to give him some wipes because he got some shit all over the dashboard. Old boy was excited. Now we see Mercedes is pretty pissed off that they all have to split the pot at Pussyland because COVID is slowing everything down, man. It's making them make less money and they're kind of disappointed. But Mercedes feels like she should be making more. You know, she got into it with this chick named Toy and Clifford had to come out and break it up. Now we see Murder and Miss Mississippi's music video on the TV. And Clifford, he shut that shit off, man. He is not trying to see none of Murder or nothing. And they ain't trying to see Keyshawn because of what happened at the club. But you can definitely tell Clifford's in his feelings about Murder. Now we see in the office, Haley wants to know where all this money went. She confronts Uncle Cliff about the $250K that she used to put down on the Pink. It just went down to $25K, so she is pissed off. And Clifford explained how he used the money, you know, to keep the ladies afloat, to keep things going. You know, he said things are expensive, but she's still pissed. Now, the girls are acting a fool outside. And then out of nowhere, we see on the TV that, you know, COVID restrictions are being lifted and they're going to be able to open the Pink again. But then out of nowhere, we see that Mayor Tydell Ruffin has died of COVID complications. So the mayor, portrayed by your boy Isaiah Washington, has died. And it's crazy, man. I didn't know he was going to die like that. I thought he was still going to be a part of the show. And I guess this guy, Wayne Kyle, is going to be the interim mayor now. So they have a new mayor in town. Now we see Andre's girl. She just gets home. She's showering. She's cleaning up her clothing and stuff. We see a whole bunch of masks. She just got done taking some vitamins. You know, she's trying to be extra cautious because COVID is going on and she works at the hospital. She goes upstairs and your boy Andre had been playing video games all day. So he pretty much has done nothing because they're on lockdown. There's not much he can do. And they get into an argument, you know, about him just pretty much being a bum all day while she worked at the ER and she lost patients and stuff. And she said she had a good day because she only lost like 6 or 7 patients this day. I guess she lost way more other days. So things are kind of hard, man, with COVID and stuff. You know, we know how it is because we live this stuff. Now, she says that he missed some calls and stuff. One was from Haley and another one was to tell him that, you know, Mayor Ruffin has died. She does not want him to leave to go to Mississippi. You know, she's not trying to have it at all because it's not safe, but he said he must pay his respects. Now we see Patrice Woodbine. She's doing some thing for her church, man. She has all these cars lined up and stuff, and she's just throwing up money, making it rain down on them and stuff. This must have been when COVID was really bad or whatever, because everybody got on masks and it's just crazy. Now we see Little Murder and DJ Never Scared. They're working on some new music. We see your boy Little Murder. He's killing some shit, man. He takes some buckets and the table and he starts beating on it. He makes a fire track doing it like that. And DJ Never Scared, he didn't know Little Murder could do that. But he sits down and he's looking at his messages from Uncle Clifford. And I don't really know if he was the one texting Uncle Clifford or if Uncle Clifford was the one texting him. I think Cliff was the one texting him all them times, and he hadn't responded in a long ass time, man. He left Clifford on red. Then we see some car rolling up, and Murder thought, it was the ops. He was ready. He had his gun tucked in the back of his pants. He was ready. He was ready to pull that out and get the busting. But they were just asking when he was gonna drop some new music and stuff. But we seen some man in the back seat. He didn't look too happy. So this dude might be a problem. Now we see Haley and Mercedes are staying together. They're living together in some house. And Haley's sleep was interrupted because Mercedes is in the room playing with herself. She has some dildo or something. And then they talk about business. And Haley brings up that she wants to have auditions for new girls and stuff since they lost Gidget and Keyshawn. They need some new girls to bring in some new money. And Mercedes is kind of pissed off, especially Keyshawn being brought up. She doesn't want to hear anything that has to do with Keyshawn. She's mad because Keyshawn pulled a gun on family or whatever. But Mercedes is not happy of the idea for auditions. Now we see Keyshawn, she's in her room and she's doing live streams and stuff to bring in some money because of the pandemic. And there's hundreds of thousands of followers on social media watching her. And Derek's in the next room watching the kid and he's watching the live. And then she comes out and he wanted to go for a job interview, but she has some more live streams and stuff, so she said it's not gonna work. He said that he feels like she's the only one working. He wants to do something. But she thinks this arrangement is gonna be temporary because she thinks the pandemic will be over soon and then she'll be back in the club or whatever. Or a different club, because I don't know if they want her back. It seems like Keyshawn and Derek are getting along for now, but I guarantee that won't last. Now we see Mercedes on live with all the girls, the Chuckalisa challengers, and they're pretty much telling Mercedes that they can't afford to return to the empty gym. And there's all these safety concerns going around and stuff. Only a few of them said that they'd be able to afford it. Now we see Murder visits Wody and he's in some funeral home, and this dude pops up out of a casket. I don't know if he was sleeping or if he was just chilling or what, but I don't know what's up with this dude in a casket. I'm like, man, this dude's crazy. But Murder's asking him to plan a tour, and Wody was concerned that it wouldn't draw the right crowd or the right numbers or whatever during the pandemic. He said that only Keyshawn would bring the money out. He tried to call Keyshawn to tell her, like, let's go on tour, and she wasn't having it. She's like, nah, not during a pandemic, and you owe me money, run me my stacks. Now, Andre came back to Mississippi to pay his respects to Mayor Ruffin, and he was kind of emotional and stuff. And then he was asked to be the pallbearer since he was like a son to the mayor. He jokes about all his other kids and stuff, but for the most part, he was emotional. We see Haley sees Andre and they talk a little bit and stuff, and then it starts raining, starts storming. You can definitely tell these two are feeling each other though. They're probably going to end up in some sort of relationship at some point. Now everybody's wearing green at the funeral. They're wearing the exact same color, some real nice suits. I really liked that green. We see the funeral on TV and stuff, and Clifford and Ernestine are watching it at home. And Ernestine wants Clifford to go out and get her some chitlins. But Andre gave a pretty powerful speech at his godfather's funeral. He was like the only one not wearing green though. I think he was in like a black suit. Now Keyshawn threw away some diapers on purpose so Derek would think they were out of diapers so she could get out the house. She wants to go to the store to get some moon pies and diapers and stuff, and she gets on video chat with Gidget, who we haven't seen since season 1. I don't know if she's going to be on this season or not, but I guess she doesn't stay around there anymore. And Keyshawn runs into Diamond, and Diamond is not happy at all, man. He's really pissed off about what Keyshawn did. He kept yelling at people for not wearing their masks and stuff. And then he said to Keyshawn, look, I can't let you in there without a mask. She tried to apologize and stuff for that night when she pulled the gun on him, but he's not trying to hear it. And she tried to give back this necklace that he gave her before, but he's not trying to take it. He's not trying to hear nothing, man. He has nothing to say to her. He's just really hurt at how she treated him. And he said Derek called him the N-word and stuff, and she didn't believe him. She said Derek would never say that. And he said, why do you think I tried to kill him? But pretty much he told her to fuck off and get out of there. Now we see Clifford goes up to the house where everybody's at after the funeral. He's all dressed up in some green and stuff. He really got all dressed up just to go there for some chitlins. I'm weak. But he talks to Andre about what went down at the Pink and stuff. And then interim mayor Wayne Kyle comes up and he's trying to offer his condolences and stuff. And Andre is really not trying to hear nothing from him. Now we see Andre staying at Ruffin's place, and then the doorbell rings out of nowhere. When he looks outside, there's some stacks of money sitting there on the doorstep, and it came from Corbin Kyle. I guess it's some retainer and it has something to do with the casino or whatever, but Andre told him that Cliff will not sell. And he says, but the new owner might. So they talk about meeting at the Pink and stuff, so the next episode is going to be interesting. Now we see Haley and Mercedes. They're just sitting at home watching What's Love Got to Do With It. You know, Haley wants Mercedes to watch, but she says, man, how many times have we seen this? And then Mercedes is on social media and she sees something that Haley posted about auditions and she's pissed off. But then Haley shut that shit down. She's like, look, I'm the owner of the club. I've been making decisions all these months to try to keep us afloat. And you over here acting like that. And then Mercedes shut up. She took her ass to bed after that. She might not be happy with the auditions, but Haley is the owner. She can do what she has to do. Now we see Murda. He gets a text from Keyshawn, and she says that she will go on tour with him. She said 12 days and 12 nights. She's calling it the Dirty Dozen Tour. So, you know, Murda's happy and stuff. And then he's over there rapping. We just see him chilling, sitting in the living room, and then the episode ends. But I thought this was a solid episode, a really great premiere. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for the next episode. Now, when I did my quick thoughts video, I told you guys that this show would be coming on Fridays now. I thought it would be. But actually, after I watched the episode again, I seen that it's going to be coming on Sundays now. So my mistake, man. I seen it wrong and I apologize. But yeah, the next episode will be next Sunday and I cannot wait. But what did you guys think of this episode? Comment your thoughts down below. What are your theories, thoughts, predictions, and everything else for P-Valley Season 2? It's going to be a crazy season. I can't wait. Keep supporting your boy, and I'll be continuing to bring y'all P-Valley content in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. If you guys want to donate to the channel, I got links below to the PayPal and Cash App accounts. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me get out of here, y'all. It's your boy, FuturisticMike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.